Hello again, and welcome to another craft kit tutorial. My name is Colleen, and I'm the assistant teen librarian here at the Woodmere branch. This time we are going to be doing washi tape flower pots. So in each kit you will get a 4-inch pot like so, a container of gesso, which is an acrylic primer labeled with a G, some Mod Podge, which is a sealant, a foam brush, and then we will have this, which is a assortment of washi tape that you can choose from, and you can choose 3 of those for your project. From home, you will need a pair of scissors and maybe just something to protect your workspace. I have a piece of paper towel. So we will bring you down and we will get started on that. Okay, so what we're going to need to start, I took off all my rings because we're going to be painting, and I always think that's a safe bet. But we're going to start with our pot, our brush, and the gesso. What we're going to do is we're going to paint this white just because the tape, washi tape, is somewhat see-through. It's slightly transparent, so I want to be able to really have those colors pop, so we don't want the brownish gray on the pot here. I'm going to take off the sticker, just so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, and then I take our gesso, and we're just using this as a base coat. I'm going to start with 1 coat and kind of see where we're at, and you just want to make sure that you're giving it a nice, full, even coat. Based on how this is brushing on, we'll probably do 2, but we'll see. This will be, a lot of it's going to be covered with the tape, but we want to have a good background for it. So, go all the way around and paint the whole thing. So this project is just kind of a cool way to decorate. We're going to paint this and then take your washi tape and put it almost into like little sprinkle confetti type pieces, and then put those all over the pot and then seal it with your Mod Podge. And then that can be used for plants, obviously, or just storage or whatever you'd like. If you want to plant plants in it, make sure to check out our seed library, something we offer at the library where you can take seeds home to plant your own little garden. That would be a perfect way to use your new pot. So what I'm going to do is just paint this entire thing with our foam brush. And I will probably do 2 coats just to really make sure we are nice and even all the way around. So I will do this coat on camera and then do my 2nd coat off, letting it dry in between, and then we'll come back and continue our project. Now, of course, if you really like the look of the terracotta, the reddish brown color there, you could skip this step. I just think that it's going to give you a little bit better canvas to work with, but it's totally up to you. If you would rather just leave it that color, that is, this I suppose could be an optional step for you. I'm going to do the bottom too, just to make sure everything looks good here. What you may do too is brush on the 1st coat, then kind of sponge on the 2nd coat. That 1st coat really is just to get a base down. It does not have to be super duper even. We just want to get something to start with. Kind of smooth out all your lumps and bumps so it's nice and even, and we will let that dry. So I will do 1 more coat on this off camera, and then we will come back and do our next step. Okay, I think we're good to go. I went ahead and did a 2nd coat, and I did just 1 coat just around the rim here just to kind of finish it off. It is still just ever so slightly tacky. It just feels like it's not 100% set, but I think it's good enough to put our tape on. So now we're going to switch to our washi tape and the scissors. So all we're going to do here is just kind of make, like I said, like confetti or kind of like a sprinkle effect. Oh, wow. As I rip my tape. By making small sections of this and taping them on. You may have a little trouble starting this, like I did. So I'm just going to trim that off. And yeah, we're just going to do small sections. However big or small you want. And then just tape them on. So we're going to do that all over our flower pot, just to kind of get a cool little sprinkle kind of effect. I'm gonna just kind of do a whole bunch of the same color, so I kind of spread them out evenly and then go in and fill in with other colors. You could make these all the same size, you could make them different sizes, you could do them all the same direction. I'm kind of doing it all different directions to give it more of that sprinkle kind of effect. Now washi tape is paper based, so it should take the Mod Podge really, really well when we do that. So, okay, again, I'm going to cut. I'm going to do just however I want there, little bits and pieces, as much or as little as you want on your flower pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and seal that with the Mod Podge. So we'll come back when I'm ready to seal. Okay, I'm back. I have the too much gene. I don't know when to stop. I have a really hard time figuring it out. So this is where I got to. And yeah, I don't know if it's not enough or if it's too much, but this is where we're at and this is what we're doing. So it is all stickered up here. And now we're going to seal it so I can't change my mind. So you're going to take your Mod Podge and then we're going to just go over this. Now I kind of went some of them along the little lip here and over the edges. Make sure those are stuck down really, really well. It's not the easiest thing to stick, so just make sure that those are really nice and as flat as you can get them. And then we're going to take this, which is a sealant, and we are going to seal it. So pay special attention to the edges to make sure you've really got that all stuck down. I always go heavy with Mod Podge. I would rather have too much than not enough because we are sealing it. Again, be very careful around the edges because I am already starting to kind of peel up corners when I'm not being as cautious here. Again, I would probably say 2 coats. Usually 2 coats is a good bet with Mod Podge, just because it really gets everything nice and sealed in. If you have anything wrapping around the edges, go ahead and give that a coat. Otherwise, I wouldn't really worry about doing the inside if you do decide to paint that. I just wanted it painted because I thought it looked a little cleaner. But if you've got any of the tape wrapping over the edges, I would definitely go ahead and give that a coat because we want to make sure that these aren't going to peel back off. Alright, I think I got that. So now we're going to do the base here. And yeah, this is just kind of a free form activity. You could put stripes all the way around. You don't have to do the more confetti look. It's kind of a little more free form of whatever you like. I just decided that I wanted to try this more confetti look. I thought it was fun. So yeah, we'll do 2 coats of this. Make sure that they are dry in between. When you do a thick coat like this, I would wait probably at least an hour in between. Sometimes you can get away with doing a little sooner, but because I'm going pretty thick with it, might need a little extra time. So go ahead and do a couple coats of this, letting it dry in between, and then we'll come back and look at the final product. Hi again. So I looked at this for a while, and I decided that I didn't like it. So I added a whole bunch more of the tape. So if you decide to do that, just make sure that you are really sticking everything down. I am having issues with just a couple of these pieces not sticking correctly, which is kind of a bummer. So if that happens, like this one here is just not going to stick, I'm going to take that off for now, and we'll sit on it and see if I decide that that needs to go back on or not. But yeah, take it as it, let the process take you where it needs to take you, I suppose. But just so you know, if it looks different, that's why. I just couldn't help myself and needed to add a whole bunch more. But, so there you go. If you want a little bit more on there and don't know when to stop like me, that's kind of what it looks like. So I'm going to actually give this 2 coats now, because I did have to go back and add the coat over the original. And yeah, we'll come back, probably new day, new outfit, and see what we look like. Hello, it's been a couple of days, and I have a few days ago finished my flower pot. As you can see, I definitely added some more, but I actually kind of like the way it turned out. This is 2 coats of Mod Podge, so it's got a nice seal and things kind of coming up on the edges. So yeah, this is your completed flower pot. You could use this obviously for storage if you wanted to put pencils or whatever in it, or if you wanted to actually plant in it, you could add some soil and then go check out our seed library where you can get different seeds to plant for free. So definitely, if you're looking to fill this with flowers or vegetables or what have you, to go check that out. Alright, so there we go. Thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoy this craft. You can come pick this up at the Woodmere branch of your library, and we will see you for the next one. Have a good day.